So my sister sent me this article, which unpacks the non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. And I said, I got to check this out. So I opened it up and I started reading and I was like, these are good. These are really good. And I had a bunch of ways that men, non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. So I pulled out the top 10 non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. And that's what we're going to be talking about right now. Keep watching. Hey there, my name is Matt Boggs, and I'm the founder of the Love and Relationship Division of the Brave Thinking Institute, where our mission is empowering you to create and live a life you love living, and that includes your love life. And today we're talking about non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. I know that might sound impossible. That might sound improbable. Are there non-sexual ways that men like to be touched? And the answer is yes. In fact, a researcher went out and researched a bunch of different men, and these are from their words how they love to be touched. So let's dive in. Number 10, give him a hug from behind. This man writes, receiving hugs from behind is like being told, here, have some love. You don't need to reciprocate. In fact, you can't even reciprocate right now. This hug is for you to just receive love without having to give any in return. I think that's rather beautiful. Next time you're with your man, give him a hug from behind and just open your heart and pour that love right into him. Number 9 is lightly massaging the back of his neck with your fingertips. This man writes, when I'm driving, that's a beautiful time to do this, and she's in the passenger seat and she reaches over with her hand and lightly massages the back of my neck with her fingertips. Didn't ask for it. She just does it. That's amazing. I love that. You see, these first two, notice that this isn't something he's asking for. This is just something that he's doing. So know that your man is craving your touch. Touch is one of the 5 love languages and is primary in a lot of men. Your man's craving your touch. So for him not to ask for it, but for you to initiate, even if it's non-sexual touch, is a very powerful thing. Number 8 is resting your head on his chest. Men, we love this. We love when you're resting your head on our chest. This man writes, having someone rest their head on my chest, bonus points if they put one leg over my body as well. When you drape your leg over his legs, it's beautiful. I love this moment. This is a manly moment for him. You resting your head on his chest, it gives him the sense of feeling masculine, feeling manly, feeling like he's protecting you. And if you want some great things to say in this moment, I've got a great ebook for you that shares with you 15 phrases that he finds irresistible. I'll link it up below this video in the description. Click that link. You can get those phrases. You're going to love those. And number 7 is running your fingers through his hair. I was actually talking to my dad right before recording this video, and I was like, Dad, I'm going to talk about non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. And he laughed and he goes, well, make sure you put in there running her fingers through your hair. I said, that's already in here. That's great. And here's what this man says. He says, I really like it when a woman runs her fingers through my hair and on my skin so very lightly that my skin tingles. The ever so slight caresses, which just barely cross the line past being tickles. Fingernails are good at this, as long as they're not sharp. Feeling it on my back and on my neck is ecstasy. Now you might notice I just got a haircut. My wife actually cut my hair a couple nights ago, looking pretty good. And I love it when, to this point, my wife will come up with a fresh new haircut and run her fingers. She's like, oh, your hair's so soft. And she'll run her hand and her fingers, and then she'll start scratching the back of my head. And it's just, you paralyze your man in those moments because he loves it so much. All right, here we go. Number 6 is scratching his back. Scratching his back. Amazing. This man says, my wife of 18 years isn't much into physical intimacy, but she'll come up behind me while I'm doing the dishes and just start scratching my back. This is heaven. I agree with this guy. I think heaven's the perfect phrase, the perfect term for when your woman scratches your back. And make sure you get nails in it. It's both the scratch and the kind of the massage. I love some deep nails. If my back isn't all marked up red after a good back scratch, it's not hard enough. So ask your man how hard he likes it and give him a back scratch. He will love this. Now, number 5 is the high five hand hold. Now, I didn't really know what this meant until I read it, and then I thought, oh yeah, you know what? This is a nice moment to share. He says, I love it when I give my girlfriend a high five, and it slowly turns into hand holding. Luke, you ever done that?
Yep.
He said yes. He has done that. He's in a long-term relationship. It's this high five, and then you kind of linger, and then you link fingers, and it turns into this hand hold. That's a cool moment. I like that one. So we put that one on the list. That's number 5. Number 4, rub his ears. Ooh, this is a good one. The ears are very sensual. Notice we say sensual, not sexual. Now it can turn into a sexual moment if you want it to, but it doesn't have to be. Here's what this guy says. When a girlfriend rubs my ears, there's been only one. Until I dated her, I had no idea it was something I appreciated. When she rubbed my ears, it elicited the strangest kind of euphoria I have ever experienced. Now, this man might have some pretty sensitive ears. But I think in general, men, we love it when you rub our ears. It's also something that doesn't happen very often. Like men, we're not going around touching each other's ears. And people don't have permission to touch each other's ears. So it's a very intimate thing. So when you go and you rub his ears, it's just a beautiful indicator of the kind of relationship the two of you have, and feels so good to him. Now, number 3 out of the top 10 non-sexual ways that men love to be touched is to touch his jawline. And this man says, any touching of my face, but especially along the jawline. Why would the jawline matter? Well, it's interesting that the more testosterone a man has when he's developing, the stronger his jawline will be. The jawline is associated with masculinity. So when you're stroking his jawline, you're subconsciously activating his masculine energy. That charges him up. That feels good. That lets him know that you see the man that he is. Very attractive, and it just feels good to him overall. Number 2 is breathing in his good smell. And here's what he says. When she nestles her face in my neck and takes a long, deep breath, this is a beautiful demonstration of her receiving me by breathing me in. And I wanted to put this one in here because I really resonate with this as well. When I give my wife a hug and she nestles her face in my neck and I've just showered and I've got cologne on and she takes that long, deep breath, there's just something about that moment that feels really good. It's not even sexual. It just sometimes gives me chills and I squeeze her even more. And the number 1 non-sexual way that men love to be touched, drum roll please, is a couple's foot massage. You've done that, haven't you? Couple's foot massage where you're facing one another. You've got your feet in his lap. He's massaging your toes and your heel and the sole of your foot. You're massaging his toes and heel, the sole of his foot. Feels so good to share this, to do this together is amazing. Luke, in fact, I'm going to ask you right now, go ahead and put the sound that a man makes for how good this feels. Oh. Dude, I asked for a non-sexual sound. This is a foot rub, not rubbing something else, okay? So there you have it, the top 10 non-sexual ways that men love to be touched. And I know that you love to be touched in non-sexual ways. So go ahead and post in the comments below, what are the top non-sexual ways that you love to be touched? I hope you got some joy from this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.